The real reason you are always broke is because it was designed to be that way. From the moment you took your first breath, the cards were stacked against you. You enter the world where the system is rigged, not in your favor, but against you. A world where the rules were written long before you even had a chance to understand them. But here's the thing. These rules were designed not to lift you up, but to keep you down. Think about it. What were you taught about money as a child? Were you told that it would be your lifeline, the very essence of your survival? No. Instead, you were handed a toy, a textbook, a dream, and told to follow a path that would lead you to happiness and success. But that path was a mirage, an illusion created to distract you from the harsh existence that was waiting to trap you the moment you step out into the real world. It is not just bad luck or poor decisions that keep you struggling. It is a deliberate design. The system is an efficient machine, finely tuned to extract every last bit of money from you, leaving you with just enough to survive, but never enough to truly thrive. It is all part of the plan. Did you know 71% of the earth is covered in water? You might think that with so much water around, it should be free, right? Wrong. Out of all that water, only about 3% is fresh water, and even less is accessible for drinking. The very substance that keeps you alive is locked behind a price tag. Water, the most abundant resources on this planet, is something you must pay for. Whether it is the water you drink, the water that grows your food, or the water that sustains the animals that become your meals, it all comes with a cost that you must pay just to keep living. And if something as essential as water isn't free, what does that say about the world we live in? It is a world where even the most basic needs are monetized, where survival is a luxury that you must work for. This is the truth we all face, but it is one that most people are blind to until it is too late. Now, let us talk about this wealth ladder. Picture it in your mind, a series of steps, each one representing a different level of financial stability. Everyone on this planet is somewhere on this ladder, whether they know it or not. But here is the thing. Most people are stuck at the bottom, unable to climb higher because the system keeps pulling them back down. The first step is the dependent. These are the people who cannot survive on their own. They rely on others for everything. They might be children, the elderly, or the disabled, but they also include adults who have never been taught how to stand on their own 2 feet financially. They are at the mercy of those above them, unable to move up because they lack the resources and knowledge to do so. Then we have the debt within. These are the people who are trapped in a circle of borrowing and paying back, always one step behind. They take out loans to survive, to buy the things they need, and sometimes just to keep their heads above water. But every loan comes with a price, and that price keeps them chained to the lender, unable to break free. The salary babies are next. These are the people who work hard day in and day out, but no matter how much they earn, it is never enough. They live paycheck to paycheck, barely making ends meet. They have jobs, they earn money, but as soon as that money comes in, it goes right back out. Rent, transport, groceries, debts. They are stuck in a loop and they cannot seem to find a way out. Moving up, we reach the dangerously stable. These people have a bit more money, maybe even some savings, but their stability is an illusion. If they lost their job or face a major expense, they would become broke within months. They might feel secure, but that security is fragile. A house of cards that could collapse at any moment. Now we come to the self-sufficient. These are the people who have reached a level where they can support themselves without relying on anyone else. They have savings, investments, and maybe even a small business. They can quit their job and travel the world, living off their wealth for a time. Imagine having that kind of freedom, being able to walk away from your job and not worry about where your next paycheck is coming from. It sounds like a dream, but for the self-sufficient, it is a certainty. Yet, even they must be careful, because one wrong move, one bad investment, and they could find themselves slipping back down the ladder. The generationally secure is on an entirely different level. These people have wealth that will last beyond a lifetime. They have built something that their children and grandchildren can inherit. They do not just have money, they have assets, investments, and businesses that continue to generate income long after they have stopped working. They have reached a level where they must no longer worry about financial stability, but they still must be vigilant because wealth, even at this level, can be lost. At the top of the ladder are the legacy builders. These are the people whose wealth is so vast that it impacts not just their families, but entire communities, even nations. They are the ones who shape the world with their money, who leave a mark that lasts long after they are gone. They are the exception, not the rule. But they serve as a reminder of what is possible, even in a system designed to keep you down. So, where do you find yourself on this ladder? Are you struggling at the bottom, trying to climb higher, but finding it impossible? Or have you managed to move up, only to grasp that the higher you go, the more there is to lose? Wherever you are, the most important thing is to understand the game you are playing, because only then can you start to change your position. If you are stuck on the first 3 steps, I want you to know something. It is not entirely your fault. But just because the odds are against you does not mean you cannot change your fate. It is time to stop playing by the rules that were waiting to keep you down and start writing your own. If you're still here, tap the like button, as this serves as feedback for me to make videos on more topics like this. Back to our example of water. It is essential for life, yet it is something you must pay for. That is the way the world works. Everything you need to survive, to thrive, comes with a price tag. Sure, there is rain, and that is free, but you cannot rely on rain to meet all your water needs. It is too unpredictable, too inconsistent. The same goes for your income. You might get a payout, a bonus, or a lucky break, but you cannot count on those to sustain you. You need a steady, dependable source of income, something you can depend on, even when times are tough. So, how do you get the money you need to survive, to thrive, to move up that wealth ladder? It is a question that everyone asks, but few really understand the answer to. You might think it is as simple as getting a job, starting a business, or investing in the stock market. But it is not that simple, because making money is just the beginning. The real challenge is keeping it. You would think that something as important as money would be a major focus in school, right? But it is not. Schools teach you how to work for money, how to earn it, but they do not teach you how to keep it, how to make it grow. Think back to your school days. How many classes did you take that were about making money? I am not talking about math or economics. I am talking about classes that taught you how to generate income, how to invest, and how to manage your finances. The system is not interested in teaching you how to be wealthy. It is interested in keeping you in your place. Mathematics teaches you how to solve problems, how to think logically, and how to understand the world in terms of numbers and equations. But what good is that if you do not know how to apply it to your financial life? What good is understanding numbers if you do not know how to make those numbers work for you? Economics teaches you about scarcity, about choices, and about how societies function. But it does not teach you how to thrive within that system. It does not teach you how to make the right choices for yourself or how to allocate your own resources in a way that will allow you climb the wealth ladder. Money is the most important resource you have, but it is also the one you are least prepared to handle. Think about it. You spend half your life training for a career, learning skills, and gaining knowledge, all in the hopes of earning a good living. But when you finally get there, you find that it is not enough. You have spent all this time preparing for a future that does not deliver on its promises. You might think that you are unlucky or that you are bad with money. It is not about luck, skill, or even hard work. Most people make money by giving their time and their skills. They trade hours for currency and effort for income. But here is the thing. There is only so much time you have, and there is always someone out there who can do what you do, maybe even better. The competition is strong, and the more people competing, the less your time and skills are worth. You can give your time, you can give your strength, your knowledge, your creativity, but no matter what you give, there's a limit to how much you can earn, because the system is designed to keep you running on that hamster wheel, always working, always striving, but never truly getting ahead. Whatever skill you have, you can use it to make money. But here is the catch. There are 8 billion people on this planet, and chances are someone else has the same skill. Maybe they are willing to do it for less. Either way, you compete, and that competition drives down the value of your skill. And here is the twist. The very act of competing costs you money. Whether it is the education you need, the certifications, the tools, or the marketing, everything has a price. To even stand a chance in this race, you must invest, and that investment comes out of your pocket. Are you starting a business? That is no easier. You need capital for startup costs, inventory, marketing, and more. And even then, there is no guarantee of success. Many businesses fail within the first few years, and those that survive often do so by the skin of their teeth. It is a risky gamble, and not everyone has the stomach for it. Even if your business is service-based, there are still costs involved. You need the right tools, the right space, the right team. You need to market your services, to build a brand, to establish a reputation, and all of that takes money. Money that you might not have upfront. And if you think the most basic form of earning, using your body, your appearance, your presence, is cost-free, think again. People see men and women who sell their bodies as being lazy. It is probably morally wrong for most of us, but it is also not a cheap way to make money. You need to invest in your appearance, in your health, in maintaining the very thing you are selling. Whether it is clothes, cosmetics, or fitness, it all comes with a price tag. You need to be healthy, you need to look good, you need to project an image that others are willing to pay for. And that, too, costs money. Living isn't free, and neither is earning. This is the paradox the system thrives on. To make money, you must spend money. It is a vicious circle that keeps you locked in a perpetual state of working just to stay ahead of the bills, the debts, and the expenses that never seem to end. We often dream of having a wealthy benefactor like Dangote's uncle who could lend us the funds to start a business, believing that we too could rise to Dangote's level of success. But consider this. Dangote wasn't the only person in Nigerian history to receive a financial boost. Hundreds, even thousands, have had similar opportunities. Yet, only a handful have gone on to become billionaires. It is not just about the money coming in. It is about how that money flows out. So, how do you climb the ladder? By mastering the art of retention. It is not about how much you make. It is about how much you keep. It is about living below your means, saving a portion of every paycheck, investing wisely, and avoiding the traps that are set to take your money from you. But it does not stop at retention. Once you have learned to keep your money, the next step is to make it work for you. Investments, passive income, assets that appreciate in value. These are the tools that will help you climb higher and faster. But you cannot get there if you are spending everything you earn. It sounds simple, but it is one of the hardest things to do. When you get that paycheck, that bonus, the temptation is to spend it all to reward yourself for your hard work. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. You guys play. One day every man will die. If you die, somebody else will spend that money. I understand, we hear that a lot. But if you spend everything, you are right back where you started. The secret to climbing the wealth ladder is to always save a portion of what you earn, no matter how small. It is not about depriving yourself. It is about planning for your future. If you earn 10, spend 9 or less. Save the rest. It might seem insignificant at first, but over time, those savings will grow. And that is what will give you the leverage to move up the ladder. Whether you're earning 10 or 10,000, the principle is the same. Live below your means, save the rest, and invest it wisely. That is the only way to build lasting wealth. It is not about how much you earn. It is about how much you keep and how you make that money grow over time. It is easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I will start saving when I earn more. But here is the truth. If you do not learn to save when you have little, you won't save when you have more. The habit of saving is not about the amount. It is about the discipline. Here is the hard truth. It will never feel like enough. No matter how much you earn, there will always be more things to buy, more expenses, more temptations. If you wait for the day when you feel like you're earning enough to start saving, that day will never come. Waiting until you earn more is just an excuse, and it is one that will keep you stuck on the lower rungs of the ladder. It is as simple as that. If you spend everything you make, you will never get ahead. You will always be stuck in the same place, living paycheck to paycheck, never building the kind of wealth that can give you security, freedom, and peace of mind. The key to climbing a ladder is to always save, always invest, always plan for the future. Now, think about this. Why is it so easy to borrow money? Why are banks, credit card companies, and lenders so eager to give you a loan? It is because they know that debt is one of the biggest traps that keep people from climbing the wealth ladder. It is because they are not just giving you money, they are selling you a product. That product is debt, and it is one of the most profitable products they have. Debt is almost irresistible. They want you to borrow because every time you do, they make money off of your interest payments. Every loan you take is a step back down the ladder. It seems like a small price to pay, a little extra for the convenience of having the money you need now. But that extra money, that interest, is what keeps you from moving forward. It is money that could have been saved, invested, or used to pay down other debts. Instead, it is gone forever, and you are left with less than you started with. Every time you borrow money and pay it back with interest, you are creating wealth, but not for yourself. You are building someone else's wealth, helping someone else climb the ladder while you stay stuck in place. It is a trap, one that is easy to fall into, but hard to escape. Debt isn't always avoidable, and sometimes it is even necessary. But you must always remember that when you take on debts, you are making someone else richer, not yourself. Use debt wisely and sparingly, and never forget that the true path to wealth is not through borrowing, but through saving and investing. To stay debt-free and live below your means is boring. It is not glamorous. It is not easy, but it is the only way to keep your money, to save, to invest, and to start climbing the ladder. It is about making sacrifices now so that you can have freedom later. The system is designed to keep you broke, to keep you spending, to keep you in debt. But knowing this gives you power. The power to make different choices, to break free from the traps, to start building wealth instead of just surviving. But saving alone is not enough. Inflation erodes the value of your money over time. What you save today will be worth less tomorrow if you just let it sit there. The price of products keeps rising and your income is not keeping up with that rise. That is why it is crucial not to just save, but to invest, to make your money grow faster than inflation can take it away. Real estate, stocks, gold, these are not just luxuries for the wealthy. They are essential tools for anyone who wants to build and protect their wealth. These assets grow in value over time, providing a hedge against inflation and a source of income that can help you climb the wealth ladder. My goal here is not to scare you from spending money. It is to change the way you think about money, about wealth, about the system that is designed to keep you broke. Once you see the traps, once you understand the game, you can start to play it differently. You can start to climb the ladder. This is just the beginning. This video is just to show you why you are always broke. There is so much more to learn and more ways to break free from the system and start building real wealth. If you want to see more about climbing the wealth ladder, then like the video, subscribe, and share this video on Facebook, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn with families, friends, and colleagues. And as always, cheers.